Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and it is day one of our November release. Hey, so I'm using Jaded Blossom's Gingerbread Calories stamp set along with their mini tag dies 3, their stitched oval dies, their scalloped oval dies, their stitched circle dies, their scalloped circle dies, along with their Christmas banner dies, our Gnome dies Christmas Add Ons 2, our Gnome dies, and our Girl Gnome dies. I'm also using our brand new Gnome Baked stamp set, along with Christmas Magic from Doodlebug in the 6-inch, the matching odds and ends, and then the 12-inch. I'm also going to pull in the gingham linen rainbow petite prints. So I made those two gnomes on our last video, and now I'm going to put together some cards with our new sentiments from the Gnome Baked stamp set. Super cute stuff. So this is a piece of paper from the 6-inch pad that's cut at 1/8 of an inch smaller than my A2 size card base. That is cut out of red or pure poppy cardstock from Paper Tray Ink, 4.25 by 11, scored at 5.5 inches. Now I'm going to be adding in a piece of Nina Solar White 80-pound cardstock to the inside of this card that's cut at 4 by 5.25 inches. So this just gives me a nice spot to write my greeting. And there you have it. So I'm using actually the same pattern paper on the front of each card, but one is going to be in the 6-inch version and one will be in the 12-inch version. Now I'm adding a 1-inch strip of paper from that same 6-inch pad, Christmas Magic. It's got little elves on it, which I think, kind of goes with what I've got going on. And then I'm adding in some pieces of odds and ends from their Doodlebug matching Christmas Magic set. Now, you can use any Doodlebug paper. I'm just using this paper line along with their odds and ends. But like I said, they come out with Christmas lines every year, and you can find things, similar. So I quite like those big pieces of odds and ends that you'd use like on a 12-inch layout, but I like to use them on the card. Isn't that cute, that pine bough? Now I'm going to add the little girl elf along with the gingerbread cookie, and that's going to kind of match what I have going on the outside of this card. And now I'm going to stamp a sentiment from that Gingerbread Calories stamp set. And there you have it. So wishing you a yummy holiday season, which kind of goes with what I've got going on. Now I'm just going to put a Post-it on the inside just so that black ink doesn't smear. And now I'm going to add in the rest of this card. So I'm adding in a Scalloped Oval, which is cut out of Paper Tray Ink white cardstock, and then the stitched oval is cut out of the gingham linen from Rainbow Petite Prints on the linen side. Okay, the white scalloped oval is roughly 5 inches tall, and then the stitched oval is like 4.25 inches tall, just for a reference point if you want to make this same card layout. I'm just trying to get this straight using my ATG tape. And there you have it. And then I'm going to add that to the front of my card. So the idea is that this one is going to be sort of a gingerbread one. My other card is going to be a gumdrop theme, and both of those are featured in the pattern paper in the background. Now this adorable little elf, the little girl elf, I put together on our last release video, the Gnome Assembly, and I'm going to use it on this card today. So I left this in because I wanted to show you that sometimes, you make design choices and you don't end up going with them. Well, this little sentiment I liked. Cookies make the holiday sweeter, but it just did not fit on the front of my card. That was using our mini tag dies 3. So I'm thinking I'm still using it on the front of that card. So I'm going to put that to the side, and then I'm going to put together this card base. So this is the inside of my horizontal card, the exact same. And then on the outside, I used the 12-inch paper line that I stuck down. It's 1/8 of an inch smaller than an A2 size card base. This is a horizontal one though, so that is cut at 8.5 by 5.5 inches, scored at 4.25 inches. So now this is another sentiment from that adorable Gnome Baked stamp set. And I used my mini tag dies 3. And I decided to go with this other sentiment from that same Gnome Baked stamp set. And I cut it out with our Gnome tags, Candy Charms, or Gnome or what is it called? Gnome Dies Candy Charm Add Ons. Sorry, guys. And I stamped it in VersaFine Clear Nocturne ink. And then I, onto Nina Solar White. And then I used that Pure Poppy for the edge. So I'm just sticking down this little gnome with some of my art glitter glue, and I will weigh her down to make sure she sticks down well. Her skin is cut out of the P13 stamping pad skin tones. Her hair is American Crafts cardstock, and I also used paper tray ink, Pure Poppy cardstock on her little hat. But you can watch me put that together on our last gnome assembly video. Okay, so now I'm putting together the other card, and the diameter of this scalloped oval is roughly 4 3/4, and then the diameter of the circle is roughly 4 inches, and that's cut out of pure or paper tray ink white cardstock, and then the gingham linen from the Rainbow Petite Prints from Doodlebug on the linen side. So I'm just trying to get that straight. Right, there you go. You can see the difference between the small gauged print on the 6-inch pad versus the 12-inch, paper line. I don't mind it though. It works for this card, so either or would work. There you go. And I'm just sticking down this adorable gnome. I also put him on, together during that, gnome assembly video for the October release. Isn't he cute? Just too darn cute. So now I'm adding on my sentiment. Goody Goody gumdrops. I'm going to have that hanging off the upper left-hand side, and then I will cut off the overhang with a pair of scissors. So, pretty easy. Now there's my little Oh Snap sentiment that I'm going to pop up with some dimensionals. And I'm going to pop that in the sort of upper left-hand third of the card. So there you go. So now my idea is I'm going to have them holding these border dies, the Christmas banner dies from Jaded Blossom. And each one will be holding 4. So I will trim off the extra. I'm fumbling over my words today. I'm sorry, guys. So the first one was cut out of paper tray ink white cardstock. That's the little background for the gumdrops. And then the little gingerbread banners were cut out of Nina Desert Storm cardstock, 80 pound. So now I'm quickly, I did go ahead and I cut these gumdrops out of Simon Says Stamp white glitter cardstock, and then I'm going to color them. And I'm using Spectrum Noir markers to just match my paper. So PP2, CR9, then I'm using BT4 for my teal. And then I'm using LG4 for like a light green. Now the reason why I used these was I didn't really want to wreck my Copics. I wasn't sure, so I wanted to be careful with my Copic nibs. But I don't think it really wrecks them. I was just being careful. I love how you can color white glitter cardstock from Simon Says Stamp. It's just perfect. Okay, so now I'm putting together these little adorable gingerbread that my little girl will be holding. Now, the little gingerbread men were cut out of American Crafts cardstock, just like the beards and the hair. And I'm just lining up these little adorable gingerbread people. So cute. I'm using my art glitter glue. There you have it. And then I'm just going to weight them down. Now I'm going to pop them up using some dimensionals on the front of this little gnome. I'm going to make it look like she's holding these little, or this little border or banner dies. I guess they're banner dies. So this is an adorable release. So cute. I'm loving the sentiments from Gnome Baked. There is also outline dies for these sentiments. Adorable stuff. I'm just using the sentiments today. So now I'm going to pop up their little hands. So I cut those out of that same P13 stamping pad skin tones that I got from scrapbook.com. Scrapbook.com. There you have it. And I'm just going to pop up their little hands using the dimensionals. So it looks like she's holding a little string of gingerbread men, which is kind of cute, right? I just thought that's adorable. Isn't that sweet? So cute. And now I'm going to add on my little gumdrops on my little boy gnome. I'm popping them up with dimensionals. And then I will stick down all my glittery gumdrops that I cut out of that Simon Says Stamp white glitter cardstock and colored. So there you have it. Isn't that sweet? And now I'm going to stick down, like I said, these colored gumdrops with my art glitter glue. And I'm going to use just 4 of them for, that he's holding. And then I will use the other ones around the card. Isn't that cute? I just think these are adorable. And like I said, I love that you can color them to match your paper. Like, how handy is that, right? You don't have to find matching colors of glitter cardstock. You can make your own, right? That's always fun. Just buy the white glitter cardstock and color it. So I'm going to weight those down. And then I'm going to use the little hands again from that P13 stamping pad that I cut out from, using my gnome dies. I cut out the little hands. And I do pop them up with my mini dimensionals from Stampin' Up. And there you have it. Isn't that sweet? So sweet. Okay, so now I'm adding little bows. Now these are bows that I cut from the girl gnome dies. And I cut them out of like an aqua gingham linen, using the linen side from Doodlebug. And I'm just adding, alternating. One's a boy, one's a girl, right? Bow on the head, bow on the neck. Now I'm going to add in some of these little holly leaves that I cut out from our Christmas banner dies. And I cut those out using our Doodlebug's rainbow petite prints and the gingham linen, using the linen side. And I'm just going to be adding a bunch of these little holly leaves because I thought, how cute are they? Just so sweet. Now they're little berries you can cut out too, but I decided to literally just go ahead and use the leaves. And then I'm going to use red berry Nouveau Crystal drops and add little groupings of berries. Because, how cute are those? I just think they're so sweet. Now I'm going to add them on the little gumdrop here. There you have it. Now I'm not done. I've got to keep on going, right? Because, more is more, right? Now I'm taking out my Secura Jelly Roll pen in a black glaze, and I'm just dotting some black eyes on my little gingerbread men. You could use little Google eyes. You could use a white pen, whatever you like. But I decided to go with little black glaze eyes. I'm going to give these little guys little white buttons with my Simply White Nouveau Crystal drops. Why not, right? Isn't that sweet? I just love these little things. They're just so darn cute. And then I'm going to add a little dot in the center of each bow on the girls' heads. I just think that that's just so cute. And there's that one. And I decide, you know what? I need a little bit more. So I'm going to add a few more of these little gumdrops. And there you have it. So I'm leaving one white. And one will be a darker green. And then I'm going to color one of them again with my BT4 marker. I really like the aqua color. It's just my favorite. There you go. And I'm just going to pop that one up in place as well. So they're kind of like, raining gumdrops, right? Which is always fun. There we go. So one white, one teal, one darker green. And then I'm going to add 2 more little gingerbread cookies to the bottom of this card design, sort of like they're standing alongside this adorable little girl elf. And like I said, just popping them up with some dimensionals. And I'm going to decorate them the exact same as I did the ones that she's holding, dotting their eyes with that black glaze pen again. And then pulling out my Nouveau Crystal drops in Simply White. Giving them little bow ties from that Rainbow Petite Prince gingham linen in the linen. And they'll be little boys, so they're going to have little bow ties. Aren't they cute? Just adorable stuff. And I am loving this. Like I said, I'm loving this new release. These sentiments are the sweetest. Isn't that cute? Okay, so now I'm going to add on holly leaves onto these other little gumdrops that are in the background, because I figured why not, right? Makes them a little more special. And there you have it. I cut out a bunch of these when I was creating these cards. I thought I might as well use them up. There you have it. And then I'm going to pull out that red berry Nouveau Crystal drops again, and I'm going to add a few more red berries to that background in a second. So I'm pulling them out my number 10 white jelly roll, or my, what's it called? My secure white jelly roll pen in a number 10. And I'm going to add some highlights and stuff to my little odds and ends on the inside of the card, just to make them a little bit more special, right? Little freckles and stuff. And then I do use my black glaze pen to dot the eyes. It just gives them a little bit of dimension and makes them shiny, which is just fun. I just think it adds a little bit of something to those odds and ends. I'm going to do the exact same thing to my horizontal elf card, adding a few little highlights here and there. And there you have it. So you're going to want to check out the Jaded Blossom blog and get inspired by everybody. The team really kicked it out of the park on this one, so you're going to want to get inspired by all of their adorable designs. You know, you can check out the Gotta Have It Now on the Jaded Blossom store and get everything sight unseen. You won't be sorry. This is an adorable release. Otherwise, everything will be available a la carte starting on Thursday. You're going to want to come back tomorrow because I'm going to have more projects to share. And so will the rest of the team, which is always fun. And there you have it. So like I said, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate you watching my videos, as always. And please come back tomorrow and see what I have for you. Thanks, everyone. Bye.